Hi, this is Michelle Dale for virtualassistant-live.com and valive.tv. Today over on the blog, my post is all about a very kind of famous, well-known saying, which is something that has always been with me and always stuck with me. Fortune favours the bold, and there's another version of it, fortune favours the brave. And the reason that I'm doing this post is a couple of reasons really, and I'm going to give you an example. I turned 30 recently, and some of you may have seen that the post I wrote about 29 things about me while I'm still 29, which was posted on my 30th birthday. I wrote in there that one of my complexes or fears was actually my ears, and I always had this thing when I was a kid, and even actually went to my GP without my mum knowing, asking to see if they would mind pinning my ears back in an operation. So, I mean, obviously this is a big thing for me. I don't know why I have this complex. Some of you might be looking at me thinking, God, she has humongous ears, and other people might be looking at me thinking, what the hell is she talking about? But basically it's just one of those things, and that's kind of stayed with me all my life, and it's that kind of fear that causes us, I think, a lot of the time to not pursue our dreams, not pursue our ideas, our thoughts, not to really come out and say, right, this is me, this is what I think, this is what I'm doing, that type of thing. And I think in terms of business, it's really essential and important that you're able to do this, and that you're able to come out and say, okay, this is me, and not have that fear that you may have or you have instilled in you, of what other people are going to say about you, what other people are going to think about you, that type of thing. I actually saw a blog post today from one of the people on my program, and I thought it was an amazing, excellent blog post. It was giving her opinion on something, but I think she was a little bit nervous about giving her opinion because of what other people might say or think about her. And it was a little bit controversial, but I completely agreed, and there's going to be people out there who won't agree. These are all various examples, and the fact is you won't be able to please everyone. So if you have an ambition, if you have a thought or an idea and you want to get it out there, you kind of have to just go with it and get on and do it. And there are going to be people out there who are not going to agree with what you have to say, and there are going to be people who may even sort of have very negative connotations towards you, may even, blog about you or something like that and say something negative about what you have to say, but you just kind of have to let it go because you're not going to be able to please everyone. The most important thing is that when you're doing something bold, in terms of your business or your life, it's really vitally important that you believe in yourself, that you trust in what you're saying, that you know for a fact it works because of your own experience. And as soon as you do that, as soon as you say to yourself, right, I know this works, I know what I'm saying is right because it worked for me. And you have to accept that it's not going to be the same for everybody, but as long as you're able to have the confidence in yourself and be confident within yourself to actually get yourself out there and say, okay, this is me, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions, you don't have to like them, but this is what they are. And you have evidence and proof and experience to back up what you're saying, to say why something does work or why something doesn't work, then that's really, really all that matters. And don't try and please everyone. And I actually saw a video as well. Gideon Shelwick has touched on this recently in one of his blogs because he was reading a book from a guy, and it was basically in there about fear of rejection, fear of people rejecting you, perhaps online, but there's millions of people out there. You're going to get rejections, but you're also going to get a lot of people who do want to listen to you and are interested in what you have to say. So really those are the people that you want to concentrate on, and those are the people that you want to focus on, and not the people who are giving you negative vibes and negativity, because it's just not nice. It's if people want to do that, then let them, but it's not nice for you, and you should always be positive and keep kind of things upbeat and not worry about that. So that's all I wanted to say, really. Fortune does favour the bold, and it does favour the brave. I know this myself. The way I live my life, it's unconventional, it's different. I have different ideas, and I'm always challenging things in business, in life. It's just the way I am, you know. And I think to myself a lot of the time, well, you know, okay, this works for other people. But it doesn't have to say that that's the only way to do things. You know, if you have something and it works for somebody, that's great. But does that mean to say that it's going to work for everybody? No, absolutely not. And you will find your audience. You will find the people that want to listen to you. And, you know, really, again, another post that I've been saying is, okay, going back to Gideon Shalwick, he basically said, the audience who is very negative towards what you're saying is not the audience that you want. And anybody who knows more than you or thinks they know more than you is not the audience you want. You want the people who want to learn from you. And another blog post I read recently on Yarrow Starricks, it was a link to somebody else's post, and it's really about you can't measure success by or choose a mentor by the success of their own business personally. You know, you kind of have to look at their lifestyle, and if their lifestyle or the success of their lifestyle is something, you know, that you think that you might want to have, then that's what makes them a good mentor. It's not about whether they've made millions of pounds or what they do or anything like that. If you can look at that person, no matter who it is, and say, right, that's the kind of person that I like, that's the kind of person that I relate to, and you know, that's the kind of lifestyle that I would like to live, then, you know, learn from that person. And people will look at you in the same way. If you decide that you want to, you know, be some sort of mentor, or you want to put yourself out there as an expert or do something like that, then you're an expert in your own right. You have your own thoughts, you have your own opinions, you have your own experiences. And eventually you will find the audience of people that want to learn from you, to want to listen to you. And it won't be everybody, but there's absolutely no problem with that at all. I truly respect other people. I truly respect their thoughts, their ideas. I truly respect their opinions, and I would never actually tell anyone or say anyone, oh, that's stupid or that's rubbish or you shouldn't do that, because it's not my place to say. If it works for them, fantastic. If it works for me, then I'm going to share that with you. And, you know, that's kind of the way the internet works. So don't be afraid to ever do something bold, put yourself out there and just be yourself. And that's all I wanted to say, really. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you on the next video. Oh, and do go and check out the post, because it's really all about how to be your own god, or how to be your own goddess of luck. And it's got some really good tips in there, basically for building your confidence, for just, you know, getting yourself out there and doing your thing. Okay, so that's all from me, and I'll see you on the next video.